Today's video is a Rusty Barbecue Company collaboration. Check out the links in the description box below. Hi, my name's Tom. Welcome along to Barbecue Life UK, where we really like to barbecue. Today we're going to be cooking cherry coke and Jack Daniels chicken wings. So we've got a cherry cola rub that we're going to get on the wings, and then we're going to make a Jack Daniels glaze. So let's show you how to do it. So we've got some whole chicken wings today. I've decided not to split the drummy and the flat. I'm going to keep them all together. So the rub that we are using is the Rusty Barbecue Company's cherry cola. So sweet wing and rib dust, and it is sweet. It is just like your fizzy cola bottle, cherry cola bottles that you'd have eaten when you was a kid, or pinch off your kids now, like I do. So we're going to get this on. A fair bit on each one. We'll cover each, like the top side, and then we'll flip over and we'll cover the bottom side. And we're going to let that sit on these wings for about an hour. Flipped over. As I say, we just hit that back side with exactly the same. It's a nice amount. So I've lit myself up a full chimney of charcoal. I've just got a little wax woodie in there burning away, and the chimney's full right to the top, a few bits poking out the top. We want to get this barbecue really hot today. And then for the setup, I'm using the Weber kettle, and I've got the charcoal basket set up in the middle, and then we'll have the wings going sort of round the outside as an indirect cook. So if you don't have charcoal baskets, then you're just going to want to dump your charcoal right in the middle, get a nice mound of really hot charcoal going. Or if you've got a vortex, then it'll be even better. Get that going in the middle and give you a really nice heat to get these wings nice and crispy. So the other thing that can be really good to do when cooking wings, or even in the opposite way, is all of your indirect area, you cover it with foil and make sure you tuck it in as best you can so that no air can get up around here. You're forcing the air to only come up through the middle of the charcoal baskets, so it's going to give you better control of air. And with all the vents open, all the air is going to rush up through here. Your charcoal is going to get really hot and then give you a much higher ambient temperature all up around here where your grill grate goes. So as you can see, the vast majority of our charcoal is now taken, so I'm going to get this dumped into the Weber so that we can get this glaze made up. So making sure to use a heat-proof glove because that handle does get mega hot. The unlit stuff either side, and then put the lid on the top. If we've got any stray bits, we can make sure they get chucked in as well. Piece just down here. Put that in. Going to get our grill grate on, and then we're just going to let that come up to temperature, get this grill grate burnt off a little bit. So we've given that sort of 5 minutes to start to come up. So I've got a little cast iron low sided pan, I'm going direct heat on that for a minute or two, and this is how we're going to make up our glaze. So into that I've got about 80 millilitres of Jack Daniels. Got a heaped teaspoon of brown sugar, then I'm going in with half a teaspoon of onion granules just to try and balance the sweet and the savoury. I need the sweetness so that it will stick, but I don't want it to be overly sweet because it's quite sweet with the rub already on the wings. And then about a teaspoon of maple syrup. We're just going to give this a stir, and we're just going to let it reduce down. So we'll burn the alcohol out of that Jack Daniels. If we need to add more sugar as we go, we will, but at the moment we just want to get that coming up to a bit of a boil, which it's just starting to do. and get it reducing down. Just a couple of minutes in now. I'm just keeping it moving because I don't want them sugars to catch. But it is starting to thicken just slightly as it's boiling the excess liquids out. So we're another minute in and we're going really golden and thick, so I want to get it off quick before it catches. And this will thicken even more after you've taken it off. So we're going to get this off, let it cool. You can see our chicken wings, they've sort of taken on a stickiness already.
And that's because of the high sugar content in these wings. So when you're cooking them, you want to make sure you are going to cook them indirectly. Don't get them over the direct heat because you are going to burn the sugar. So we've gone all the way around the outside with these wings. They're going to be great.
So we're sitting at about 250 degrees C, and every 5 minutes I'm just going to give it a quarter turn, because the draw from the charcoal in the middle out of the exhaust, we're going to move that round so that we get equal amount of draw across all of the wings. So it's been about 15 minutes since we took this glaze off and I've let it cool, and as you can see it's really thickened up now. So just before we put it on the wings, I'll stick it back on, heat it up slightly, and that will thin it back down, and then we'll brush it onto them wings. I just want to give it a little taste. Oh, that's gorgeous. You've got your definite Jack Daniels there, but you've got a little bit of savoury from the onion flakes as well. So yeah, definitely going to work really well. So we've had 20 minutes total, 5 minutes each side with a vent over the top. So give them a flip and see how they're going. We've not got a lot of time left on these, they're starting to caramelise up nicely. Just going to go a few minutes more on each side, moving the vent round still, and then we'll get them glazed. So these have taken on a nice colour now, they're going to be nice and crispy. So I'm going to get this glaze back in the middle quickly, just to warm up, thin that down just slightly, and then we're going to brush it on. And just let the glaze set once it's on. This is going to take a minute or two just to warm up. I'll show you when it's ready. It's thinning down now. I'm just going to scrape it in from the side slightly. As you can see, it's a lot thinner now, so we'll take that off and then we can brush it on. I'm just using a pastry brush, pick up some of that glaze, and on we go on them top sides. See how much we've got left at the end. Might want to add a bit more, do a second layer if I need to. Give us a nice pop of Jack Daniels flavour. So we're just going to shut the lid down for about 5 minutes just to let the glaze set. So these have had 5 minutes to firm up, and it most definitely has, so it's now time to get these off. So this has been a total cook time of 35 minutes. So we're 5 minutes with the vent over each corner, and then another 2 to 3 minutes with the vent over each corner once I've flipped them. Then we glazed them, and a 5 minute glaze set. And look at that, that's gorgeous. So taste test time over the noise of next door grinding again. So I'm going to pick this one, I think. It's got a nice sticky outside on that skin. If it open like a flat me. Well, that's just how I like my wings, the way they pull straight off the bone like that. And to get them like that, you need to take them well over your 74 to break down the extra proteins that you get in the muscles that are worked more. Well, these are fantastic. I ain't going to stop eating them. They're really sweet from the cherry cola rub, and then a bit more savoury from that glaze. Works together perfectly. Pulled straight off the bone again. So if you like what we're doing here at Barbecue Life UK, then hit that subscribe button, ring that bell for notifications, like the video, leave me a comment, let me know what you think, and cheers for watching.